Foster. At least 60,000 new coronavirus cases in the U.S. is another new daily high. Hospitals in several states are running out of room in intensive care if they haven't already, and President Trump tells Fox's Sean Hannity about the surge in cases.
What we're doing is with all of these tests that we're doing all over the country, everybody test, pull up parking lots, everything else. What we've done is we've created a tremendous number of cases.
The number of deaths in the U.S. is rising again, with California, Florida, and Texas reporting new daily highs. There's a call to boycott the New Jersey-based Latin American and Spanish food company Goya.
The hashtags boycott Goya and Goya Way trending after the company's CEO praised President Trump while visiting the White House. Hispanic Democratic politicians Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Julian Castro joining in.
Fox's Gary Baumgarten. America's listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. In these ever-changing times, you can rely on Fox News for hourly updates for the very latest news and information on your time. Listen and download now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. There's never been a more critical time. Fox News Media is bringing America together. America is watching news and fearless debate on Fox News Channel. We're invested in you from Wall Street to Main Street to your street with Fox Business. America is listening wherever you are, on radio and podcasts, trending the stories you need anytime you want online. And Fox Nation, streaming the entertainment that celebrates America. Fox News Media, America's news, and much more. The Fox News Rundown is a weekday morning podcast that dives deep into the major and controversial stories of the day. Hosted by the anchors of Fox News Radio. Subscribe now to hear a perspective of news you won't find anywhere else. Listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
A bank that puts people first. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. Serving Jessup, Patterson, and Waycross. A true community bank led by experienced neighborhood bankers that live and work in our community. Offering competitive loan options for commercial and consumer clients. Stop by the Jessup branch and meet branch manager Mandy Yeomans and her fantastic team. Call 912-810-1540. Let First Southern Bank be your bank of choice. First Southern Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning from the Big Dog WIFO at 8:05 on this Friday morning, 10th day of July 2020. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank. In studio right now, we've got Ralph Hickox and Chris Albrecht. There's another concert series coming up this weekend, correct?
Good morning, yes.
Is at the drive-in?
Yep, Jessup Drive-In.
All right, so tell us about that, please.
Well, we started this concert series, obviously, through the pandemic and in a way to try and get music back to life in Georgia and try and get some of these musicians back on the road and try and get some of the people that are relying on the music industry as a whole. So, you know, we felt like the drive-ins were back open and running, and that was the perfect format for us to be able to start doing that.
Well, Ralph, how did you get this in motion? How did that start?
I kind of didn't. The governor gave Chris my number, and he calls me.
Out of the blue.
And so I didn't know who he was, and I was like, yeah, right. Somebody's going to have to call me. And then Mark Williams called me and said, yeah, he's legit. Do I need to get Brian to call you?
Okay.
It kind of went like that. And, no, sir, I think I'll take that for an answer then. But, so we've had, the first concert obviously we had a lot of eyes on us because it was the first live venue in the state of Georgia.
Right.
So, we knew the governor was watching us. Then it was very important that we pulled it off safely. So we were very strict on that, and it was a lot of fun. Anybody came, it sold out both nights, and I feel like we pulled it off very successfully. We kept the social distancing there. We kept bathrooms cleaned and separated. And what's your opinion there, Chris?
No, I mean, the biggest thing that we want to do is we want everyone to come and have fun, but we want everybody to be safe. So we encourage social distancing when you're out and about. If you're not at your car, wear a mask, one person to the bathroom at a time. Our load-in crews and even the bands, everybody wears masks and hand sanitizer, and we just try and keep it safe and healthy for everybody.
Okay, AA Productions, when was that founded and what's that about?
We started that back in 2016. We started doing concerts back in 2015, and the end result is always the production, and that's what people see. And we felt like the easiest way for us to control the finished product for our shows was if we owned our own gear. And so it's been an interesting ride. We've done tours, we've done political events, we've done corporate events, we've done concerts big and small, and we really love what we do.
So you've got back of house and front of house control. Is that what you're telling me?
That's right.
There? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, who's on the bill there, Ralph? Coming up tonight and Saturday.
Oh, Craig Campbell. He is from Lyons, Georgia, and Lance Stinson. He's from Lumber City, but he also he's married Jerry Mosley, who's new local. Everybody knows Jerry Mosley. And then Justin Dukes is the third one online. Yep. You want to tell them more about the artist? Because he knows more about them than I do.
Well, we've got a good relationship with Craig. We've done a lot of shows with him over the years, and Craig was very fortunate to help us back when Governor Kemp was inaugurated and played the gala and opened for Jake Owen. And we've done a lot of shows with Craig over the years. And being a Georgia boy, we want to support local talent. Same thing with Lance. Craig handpicked Lance and Justin to come play. But the cool show that we've got coming up in 2 weeks after this one is going to be Chase Rice, and we just keep trying to make it more interesting.
Okay, what time tonight and tomorrow?
We open the gates at 5 o'clock. It's first come, first served parking wise. This concert will begin, I guess, at 8:30 still.
8:30 roughly, yeah.
And the cool part is this is not a halfway done thing. I mean, he does huge events, and he's got really top of line equipment. The stage is a very large professional stage. You getting the real deal. This is a real concert.
I've heard nothing but good things about the last one.
Oh yeah, he done the governor's inauguration. I think he mentioned that a minute ago.
Right.
A lot of the equipment is oversized probably for the drive-in. You can see the stacks at Rayonier rattling over there. I mean,
it's hard for people to understand what a drive-in concert is. But these are full production, full band shows. So we bring in the mobile stage. We have the big PA. It's not over an FM transmitter. We bring in all the lights, and then we broadcast it up on the big movie screen. So, people from the front to the back. We want everyone to have a great experience. So.
And that'll be on both screens, is that correct?
On the front
only
screen.
On the front, okay.
Yeah, but you can, that's 70 feet by 60. It's a huge screen, 14 foot off the ground at the bottom. Yeah. But the last one was it was pretty incredible. People definitely got their money's worth. But the way they come in at 5 o'clock, excuse me, they come in and we park them, and we keep them 6 feet apart with the vehicles. You've got the space in front of your vehicle. Most people back in, but you got the space dead in front of it. Left and right, you don't. That keeps the distance apart. If you need to use restroom, like I said, you go one at a time, and we have space for people to go without getting close to people. We got people monitoring that. If you want to order food from the concession stand, there's a poll number by where you're parked, and you can call and order it, so you don't have lines at a concession stand. If you want to bring outdoor food, just like it always is at a drive-in, you can get a food permit and bring a whole cooler if that's what you want to do.
Can you sit outside in a lawn chair in your area?
That's what they do. They sit in most of them pile in the back of their pickup truck or lawn chairs in front of it. It's really a cool experience.
Okay, cost and tickets, are they still available, and how do you get those?
Tickets are available at gagrownconcertseries.com, and tickets are $15. Pick your friends wisely, because the group of friends you come with, you have to stay with in or at your car. But we encourage everyone, come have a good time.
Okay, and that is Georgia, not spelled out, but
gagrownconcertseries.com.
Okay. And if you have trouble remembering that, you can go to most everybody around here knows my website, jessupmovies.com. It's real easy to remember. If you go to jessupmovies.com, there's a link directly to his ticketing. So you go there, you click the link, it'll carry you straight to the site.
Okay, other things that we need to know. You've covered the concessions and restroom and distancing and everything else.
Well, one thing that kind of confused some people to go on there. Originally, he had it set up at $125 a car, which is the same price if you figure 8 people in a car max. Right. He changed that, so if you look on it, you're going to see that it looks like it's sold out. Don't worry about that. Just buy your ticket, have it with you when you come in, and you're good to go.
But you have to do that ahead of time. You can't do it at the gate. Is that correct, or can you?
We encourage people to buy tickets in advance. Again, this all goes back to health and safety, and we try to do everything as transactionless as possible. So we try to do the advance ticketing. Obviously, concessions is done, seamless. We can sell tickets at the gate, but we prefer everyone to please buy your tickets in advance.
Is there an app as well, or is this just a website?
Just a website.
Okay.
One thing I might want to mention some of the songs.
Yes. Please.
Some of the stuff they sing. Obviously, we know what Lance sings, but go ahead.
Right, yeah. Well, and that brings up a good point. So, Craig, his latest 2 singles, It's About Time, and then All My Friends Drink Beer. Lance and Craig did that song, Altamaha.
Oh, yeah.
And we are actually going to premiere the music video Friday and Saturday night at the show.
Oh, wow, that'll be great. So that's coming up tonight and tomorrow night, and you said the gates open at 5:30?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, and the show is at 8:30.
It's important to get there at 5 because you're going to be parked as you came in. So if the persons that get there first, they're right at the stage. I mean, you're right there.
So it is first come, first served.
It is.
No reserved.
Yep. Nope.
That's right. There's no leveling. There's no premier tickets. If you're the first one at that gate, you're going to be front and center right there right at the stage.
Last show, we had people showing up at 12 o'clock, so we know people are excited to get to see some live music.
Yeah, it was really cool.
All right, we were waiting on Lance. Is that what we were doing here? Do we want to why don't we take a break and regroup? We'll come back. World famous Butch and Bob Show on WIFO. Good morning from the Big Dog at 8:13.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
A bank that puts people first. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. Serving Jessup, Patterson, and Waycross. A true community bank led by experienced neighborhood bankers that live and work in our community. Offering competitive loan options for commercial and consumer clients. Stop by the Jessup branch and meet branch manager Mandy Yeomans and her fantastic team. Call 912-810-1540. Let First Southern Bank be your bank of choice. First Southern Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
8:15 here at the Big Dog WIFO, and during the break talking about, originally this was an idea to help the crews, wasn't it, to make sure that they had work, because that's a skilled job that a lot of you have to learn that, I guess, on the job or through years of experience. And if they don't have a job for a while, then you're back at square one with people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's hard for people to understand really the trickle-down economics and how this pandemic has affected people. I mean, for every show that we do, there's at least 100 people that rely on these shows for jobs. I mean, everything from the generator rentals to the porta potties to concessions to security to parking, and we wanted to figure out how can we help as many people as we can get back to work.
Well, they used to call them roadies, but there's really more involved in it now than you've got lights, you've got sound, you've got everything.
Video walls, you name it.
It's all high tech now, so there is a lot of technical stuff.
That a little bit. I'm saying I've been amazed watching them. These guys that he has. What was there, 8 or 9 of them?
Yeah, we usually bring a crew of them with us, and of course, there's our crew, but then there's also the band and their crew, and you know, it's one big family. I mean, the music industry really, even as big as it is a small family.
This isn't just a PA. I mean, these guys work like a machine. It took them think 5 hours yesterday to erect the stage and all these lights. I mean, there's just lines of these expensive high-tech lighting systems, and these guys are really good. They know. So if you had to replace that would be difficult.
So you got a wall of sound there, basically.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. I mean, the people in the front to the back, everybody can hear it. Everybody can see it.
No, we got calls. We got calls from Rayonier. People I mean, really, there was people working at Rayonier that was calling and said, "Man, I can hear y'all over here at the back gate."
So they got the concert for free while they were at work. Is that?
Oh yeah. and the cool part is if you're pulling the towers out there, you can see the screen clearly. So because we projected on the screen, I guess they could see it on there too.
Well, somebody needs to make sure that they're actually working and not. I'm not going to go there.
Everybody needs a break every now and again.
Yeah, if Clay Bethesda listened, nobody at Rayonier was listening to the concert. They were all working, I promise.
Chris Albrecht and Ralph Hickok's in World Famous Butch and Bob Show coming up the concert series tonight and tomorrow night at the Jessup Drive-In. Gates open at 5, 8:30 show, and let's run down the lineup again, please.
Okay, today is Craig Campbell, Lance Stenson, and Justin Dukes. And I'd like to throw a pitch on my upcoming stuff if we get
sure.
All right, so the next concert coming up with Chris here with his series. The next one is Chase Rice.
Chase Rice.
Do you know who's with him?
Madison Kozak and Lizzie Driggers.
And then we don't have dated yet, but we got Tracy Lawrence, right?
And we had a text question just a minute ago about that. So we don't have a date yet for that.
Do you have any idea when you're going to bring him?
It'll be I think it's the second or third weekend in August.
Okay, so mid-August for Tracy Lawrence. Mm-hmm. That'll be good.
Then was there another one? Was that it?
Yeah, we've got another one in the works. It's a challenge to get talent lined up right now with, the industry being shut down. People don't realize, when Governor Kemp's initiative to try and bring Georgia back to life business-wise, the music industry is no different. And trying to get these bands and crews and buses and everything fired back up, it's a big ordeal.
Yeah. And then other things I have that's not related to that, I have two concerts that are scheduled they're not live. This is live, but there'll be a video. One is the Rolling Stones on the 17th, and then the Stevie Nicks is in October. And then I have a Christian group I can't name yet. It's a very large one. They're coming in late August.
Will that be live?
That will be live,
okay.
And it's well-known artist. And then also every other Wednesday, starting Wednesday before last, Amazon, along with Michael B. Jordan, which is the star of the movie Black Panther, they've rented the drive-in now every other Wednesday. So this coming Wednesday they'll have it too. And Amazon flies in these little packages of food, and they send us a movie, and it's free. You do have to go to their website to get the ticket, but the ticket's free. But every person comes in gets a package of food. Every person comes in gets to watch the movie free. This coming Wednesday, the movies is Black Panther and Creed. That's the one they're showing for free. And they picked the day, not me. They picked Wednesday, which it's hard to. I got so many people calling me wanting to drive in right now that it's hard for me to give up a weekend unless it's something like this, a big event.
Right. What kind of lineup do you have in terms of movies at both the Strand and the Drive-In right now?
Oh, that's a challenge. There's no product out there.
Yeah.
I have played everything from Birds to Psycho to Smokey the Bandit. I think this weekend I'm playing. Oh gosh, you asked me on the spot. Ghostbusters.
Basically, a bunch of classics.
That's all it's there. Yeah, and this is a unique time. There's been no new product brought out since I think it was February was the last one. They said they're going to release some new stuff in late July, but now they've pushed that off to August. The question we're all asking is how long will it be, even if they do that? How long is it going to be for people comfortable sitting side by side? Because this thing's.
Well, that's part of the experience, though, when you go to the the movies.
It is, but how
long
will that be?
The only place you really can do that is in your car at the drive-in.
Well, you think about something. We make our money in the movie industry. It's not just me. You're talking AMC, Regal, all the big boys. We make our money in the summer and Christmas. Well, we've lost summer, and I don't think that it's going to be back by Christmas. How many industries can lose an entire year of revenue and not fold up?
I don't know. I know that they're coming back. Apparently, had that on the news this morning that they're starting to crank things up slowly for a lot of the TV shows and productions. But it's going to be at least probably 6 months in the hopper.
Yeah.
I think you'll see a lot of movie theaters closed. Fortunately, I can tell you that I was pretty wise with me and my wife were, and unless it goes on for more than a year, Strand's not going nowhere. We're going to be there.
All right. On a side note, what about up at Fort Stewart? Why don't you talk about that real quick?
Ralphie's.
Yes, Ralphie's. You got pizza and the movie,
pizza,
right?
Yeah, pizza and the movie. Yeah, that was interesting, and actually that came about as a result of Jessup, Georgia, and the Strand. Apparently the garrison commander paid a visit to the Strand, and he didn't get his hamburger or something like that, and he came out. I didn't know who he was, and I done like I always would do, trying to provide service. I'm like, no, you go back on in. I'll take care of it, and I did. Afterwards, he come salt me out, and I gave him the grand tour like I would give anybody the grand tour.
Right. Yep.
And
I've done that.
That's right. And I didn't know I was giving the grand tour to the garrison commander of Fort Stewart and Hunter Airfield. Well, they had been. He went back and told AFES basically to seek me out and to try to get me on base. So we wound up after some negotiation. I got the contract for the pizza on the base and the theater. I'm the first. According to AFES, I'm the first private individual to operate a movie theater on a base anywhere for the armed services.
Okay, this is just military only, not the public.
Well, the public can go on if they get a pass, but if things go well as what we're hoping to do, they're talking about I will go to other bases as well.
Wow, well, that's great.
So it's a pretty big contract.
8:22 here at the Big Dog WYFO. Ralph Hickox and Chris Albert talking about the concerts coming up this weekend. Why don't we go down the lineup one more time, and times and prices and everything for everybody that may have just joined us?
Sure, you bet. So Friday and Saturday we've got Craig Campbell from Lyons, Georgia, and Lance Stinson from Lumber City, and Justin Dukes. You can get your tickets at gaconcertseries.com, or you can go to the
Jessup Movies.
Tickets for Friday and Saturday are $15 a person, and bring your friends and stay with your group.
Open at 5, 8:30 for the show, correct?
Correct.
And how long did it run last time? I know we had some rain that first Friday, right?
It was after midnight. And those people hung with us. I think it was a tornado warning during the middle of the thing, and everybody still just hunkered down and waited it out. And Colt Ford come out and told them, y'all hang with me as long as it's safe, and we'll get this show on. And he did. He started around 10, 20?
He came on about 10:30 and played until about 12 o'clock or thereafter, but he was so excited to get back in front of the fans and play music, and the band and crew, they were so appreciative of everyone sticking it out. I mean, we survived lightning, rain, tornado warning.
Yeah.
It was quite.
Cells, though. I saw that on the radar. It looked like it was just over you guys and not pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah,
it was trying to ruin the concert, but we held it out. we followed it off. This but it's probably close to 2 hours worth of entertainment tonight or more.
Oh, easy. Yeah, about 2.5 hours.
How long is the change time between acts?
It's about 15-20 minutes, depending on how good or bad the guys are doing.
I know, because I've been to one here about a year ago, and it was amazing how quickly they can turn it around.
Yeah, for 3 acts.
Another cool thing was that on the first one, they had the lead-on band for Colt was called Hindsight, and they tell them how they got part of that. That's kind of cool.
So the opening act for the last show and the one coming up with Chase Rice, basically there's a contest there in Middle Georgia called 478 Sings. And all these Middle Georgia musicians, it's a contest sponsored with the United Way. They ended up raising about $85,000 for COVID relief. And what we did is we offered the finalists an opportunity to open one of our shows for us.
And the 478 is their area code in Middle Georgia, right? Like
correct.
912.
Yep.
So what they won was to open in Jessup, Georgia, and at Tiger for the concert. Well, this is a bunch of young guys, but they were really good. They were off the chart good. But they were all young. They probably weren't, 18, 19, something like that. And they when they got on stage, it was still kind of light. But as it got darker, we projected on the big screen, and so you can see on the huge screen their act. And that little guy, he's singing away, and all of a sudden he looks up, and his mom came watch him do his first show, and he sees himself. He says, "Look, Mom, I'm on the big screen."
Well,
that was kind of cool.
All right, so that's coming up tonight and tomorrow night. 5 o'clock gates open, 8:30 for the concert, and this is going on through the summer, correct?
Yeah, it looks like we're going all the way through October with stuff.
Wow.
I mean, me and Chris right now, I think we got 3 more left.
Yep.
and then maybe some more. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, we want to keep the music coming, and if this is, the format that we have to do it in order for people to get to enjoy live music, as long as people keep coming, we'll keep bringing them.
Okay, AAProductions.net. They can find out more information, or JessupMovies.com, correct?
Yeah.
Right. For tonight and for the upcoming series.
Correct.
And this is, whose idea was this originally? Was it the governor's or somebody in his office, or how did that come about? Or your idea?
Well, it's funny how it actually happened. Governor Kemp had made a tweet about drive-in movies and getting Georgia back to life and getting businesses back to work. And ironically enough, I had literally emailed Ralph the day before, and so I texted the governor and I said, well, you're going to laugh. I said, you're tweeting about drive-in movies, and I had reached out to all of them about doing drive-in concerts. And so that's when he was kind enough to hook Ralph and I up, and we've been enjoying working with he and his family and bringing this new concept to drive-in movies.
All right, let's go over the ground rules one more time for people that have just joined us here on the Big Dog.
Well, you get your ticket in advance. You can get it at the gate. We kind of encourage people not to do that. But they come up, they show the ticket. Chris or one of his people will be up there. They'll scan it in. You come in with your group. If you want to bring outside food, you can or drink. You can just buy the cooler fee, which we always have.
And coolers are allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not searching your cooler.
Right. Okay.
My thing is, if you bring it, I'm technically a restaurant that has movies. So if you bring food into mine, you need to contribute. But we've always did that. It's not just for concerts. So you come in. We'll have people there to help park you. Probably me personally. I think I parked every car last time. We'll get you parked in there where you have adequate spacing, but you're as close as you can be. First come, first serve on that. The ticket's $15
per person.
Per person. Yep. And you just come and you enjoy yourself. If you want to order food, you go to the Jessup Movies website or my Facebook page. Self-explanatory. You order. The only thing is, make sure you put your poll number. And beside,
you have an app for that, though, right?
I do.
Food, yeah.
And wherever you park, you're going to notice the old poles that had the speakers on it. Everybody stole about 99%.
I've taken some off, just not.
Well, I'm not planning you stole it, but I mean,
bring them back, yeah.
But you got my speakers now, John. But anyway, we put numbers on all those poles so that we can. And we have a map at the concession stand that shows the exact way of the field. So if you say you're at pole 45, the little car hops with the gloves on and the mask, they know exactly how to find you, and it's cashless. It's safer than it is going through
a drive-through.
Yeah, I won't calling names of businesses, but yeah, it's safer than doing that because there's no exchange of cash between them.
Right. All right, we're looking forward to that and the upcoming ones here in the next weeks. When is the next one after this scheduled?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right, so looking forward to that. Chris Albrecht and Ralph Hickok's in for JessupMovies.com and AA Productions. Come out with a big concert tonight and tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, 8:30, right, for the show. And run down the list one more time.
Yep. Tonight it's Craig Campbell, Lance Stinson, and Justin Dukes. And then in 2 weeks we've got Chase Rice, Madison Kozak, and Lizzie Driggers.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much.
I got one more thing. Sure. Look, I need some help. I'm getting arrested in about 1 hour.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's
coming up. I'm going to need some people to bail me out. I don't know what the trumped-up charges they got on me is, but Walmart, in conjunction with the Children's Miracle Network, I think y'all doing a live broadcast out there?
$250, right?
Please. I don't want to get I don't want to stay locked up with some of the thugs out here I'm going to be with.
Oh, I was going to say the problem is Lance is getting locked up with him, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody has to bail him out.
Yeah, and then there's the other thugs I'm getting locked up with. I hear some people on the same commission I'm with.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm better with Kevin McCrary. He's a criminal. And then we got Herschel and Boot and all of us together. We might have a riot.
That's coming up at 9 o'clock, 9 to noon, correct?
Yeah, I'm just being light, folks. It's gonna be, we're doing it for a good cause. The Walmart's really Warren Walgreens for this is this is a big deal to him, and he really takes a lot of. He was telling me he visited one of the hospitals, and he said, "Man, you can't go in that hospital and walk out after seeing the children and what they're going through without saying I got to do something."
Right,
and that's what this event is this morning. We make a lot of. I'm joking about the whole jail and stuff, but it's
jail and bail is what it's called.
It is, but it's to raise money to help out with the Children's Miracle Network, and it's really a good cause.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and looking forward to it. And hopefully we'll see you in about 2 weeks for the next one.
Sounds great.
Chris
Thanks
Albrecht
for having
and
us.
Ralph Hickox on WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank. Good morning from the Big Dog WIFO at 8:31.
Can you find it?
The Georgia Dermatology WIFO FM Big Dog